I think I like that better. We just do like a. What if we just do two rhythms on top of each other? Ready? I'll do bass rhythm and then you can do it. Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I'm bass. Why are you looking at me weird? I'm sorry that I don't understand how beats and music and bass lines work.
Okay, you do it. Do that. No, do it like a steady like.
I can't even.
You can do it.
Steady.
Yes, you can. Ready, go.
Oh, yeah.
And now we need to actually say, I'm actually going to say it. I'm going to read it so we remember.
Okay.
Welcome to So Finance Chit the Chat, where two best friends since birth print and prattle. We never say that.
Why do you have to read it like that? What?
Because I forgot what it was, and then I was like, I feel like I usually just say, hey, welcome to So Finance Chit the Chat, but I forget to do our whole...
I feel like we don't have to do, like you can do it however Ansley wants to say it on that day. You know what I mean? Like,
also,
this is so
I literally have a dish towel on my shoulder.
I was about to be like, hey, Ansley, why do you look like you just got off work in the kitchen? Like, are you a little waitress now? I was going to see how long it sat there, honestly. Ansley hops on and she's like, sorry, guys. I'm just in the middle of...
I'm housewife. Just kidding. I was just cooking dinner, though, which I wanted to tell you, but I'll save it for the food section.
Save it for that food section.
Sorry, guys. Wow, that's so embarrassing. But also not really. I'm a chef.
Yeah, that's so embarrassing. Yeah, if you need to say, like, we've been best friends since birth, and we sit on here and talk, and you're going to listen, or, like, just riffing here, Like, that's Soph, I'm Ans, and we are going to talk. Talk.
Great.
Obviously you are going to do it so much better than that.
We're going to talk the talk.
We're going to talk the talk and walk the walk. Today we're going to talk about how to dye your hair. Today we're going to talk about why you should go to the dentist. Today we're going to talk about how shaving your armpits is actually unhealthy. No, we're not going to talk about any of that.
I was about to say, I'm really excited for all those things that are apparently happening in your life.
I got this work of art for free right here. That's my art corner. Yes.
Okay, I was like, I think it's flowers, but I can't tell.
I was in a play, that's my current personality for the next 5 years. That I was just, it's a part of me now.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah, it was in that play, and then the director was like, Sophie, you can have this. And I was like, that's literally meant to be, because this is my style, like old grandma.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Made new.
I love it.
Thank you.
It kind of goes with your gallery.
Yeah, it's a continuation of.
Yeah.
For sure.
I love it.
I'm going to hang something there, don't you worry, in that blank space.
Oh yeah. Maybe even by next week. Who's to say?
Who's to say? We're always growing here on Shit the Chat, okay? We're always learning, always growing, such as we had very minor technical difficulties as compared to last week.
That's so true.
I was just editing it before I got on here, and I was like, this is a mess. Like, this one is a mess. I left it in at the very end where we're like, this is so bad.
This is so bad.
Oh, God.
Anyway,
how are ya?
I'm
good.
How
you doing?
How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty okay. I'm doing way better than last night. I have one day off in my life right now, how my life is. I have one day off a week. And so I really try to enjoy it, as in I just actually get to like clean my house and like be productive. So it's not even really a day off, but whatever. We take it for what it is. I was forced to rest yesterday. I don't know what it was, bro. If it was just a bout of food sickness, or if my body was like, you are resting, bitch. But after like it hit around like 4 p.m., I got the worst headache, like the type where it was like, I need everything to be kind of dark. Like, not exactly a migraine, but I was like, I can't really open my eyes right now.
Oh my gosh.
Then it gets worse. Then I was like, why is my stomach hurting right now? And then my stomach just hurt from the hours of like 4 until 10 p.m. Just like it was so bad. At
I'm
one point
so sorry.
I literally like didn't want to move because if I moved it like hurt. So I would just like sit like on my couch like this. And then at one point I was like, okay, maybe I'm like hungry. Maybe this is just a weird like I'm being such a girl cuz like I should eat dinner. I haven't eaten in a long time. So I was like, let me eat. So I ate soup and I felt okay while I was eating it. I was like, okay, we're doing yeah. Then I just felt really bad after dinner and then I just sat there and moaned. Yeah, it was weird. Oh, it was
Two
that
thumbs down.
it was
Ugh.
that food poisoning transference. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I talked
seriously,
to you, and then, but here's the thing,
guys,
I didn't have
it's
any
crazy out there.
food poisoning. I just felt
Yeah,
bad.
just like feeling unwell. I'm so sorry. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, what can you do? What can
Yeah.
you do?
Well, that's a good basic update for the week. Sophie
Yeah.
is ill.
Things are going well.
My basic update for the week is we had like a orientation day for middle school and elementary school today. So
And you didn't pass out?
and I didn't pass out. So I got to see a bunch of my kiddos and it was fun. And I'm so excited to teach them.
So
It was
you
kind of
like
one of those
continuously work with the same ones. Like they just keep on coming
Yes.
back every single
That is
year.
how school works. That is the idea.
Okay, whoa. That was so aggressive for no reason. I didn't know if you work with 8th graders that then graduate to 9th grade and then you just
I understand.
like,
Yeah,
but you
like
just
they're
work with
still in
everyone.
they're like still in the school though, right? So our school is like K through 12. So I still see them when they come back year after year. Unless
So you
they
do
move
work with a
schools.
specific grade.
Yeah, I do. Like I do, but also I still see the kids that I used to teach because they're still in the building.
Adorable. And
It's-
they love
it's
you
fun.
and they're obsessed with you and they're like, "We miss you, miss."
Some of them, and some of them are just like, I'm in middle school and I don't care about anything, you know? Like just, but I love them. I absolutely love them.
But then you coach the same ones. And they're your like besties.
Well, I've only coached the 1 year, so I don't.
Ainsley's a soccer coach.
No.
She's basically Ted Lasso. But she
No.
actually knows the rules of the game.
No, I only coached the 1 year, but like if I coached again this year, yes, I'd have most of the same kids. So
What do you mean if you're not going to coach?
I don't know. It kind of depends because I'm literally starting a brand new program at our school, which is a lot of work. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time.
You're starting a brand new program.
Yeah, correct.
Did I know this?
English language learners. Yeah, I think you did. Like that's a brand new thing at our school. They haven't had it before.
So why has it been just now and not like when you got there last year?
Because they hadn't started the program yet. Because last year I was student teaching.
Interesting.
You know? Yeah.
So now this is the year where you like really come into your own, where it's like, oh,
Yes.
this is my program. I do what I want.
Yes.
Here's
Well,
how
I'm doing
you
it
will
with
learn.
a coworker. I'm doing it with a coworker, which honestly, thank God she's amazing, and I'm so thankful for her. But yeah, this is like my first full year as a full-time teacher, which is crazy.
Okay,
which is also why I'm like,
we are so excited for the stories to come.
yeah.
So you're making it from scratch. So you're kind of like, here's what we're going to learn in the first half of the year. Here's what we'll work on here. And
We haven't even really made it to half a year. We're like at a unit, but yeah, we're making it. We're doing it.
I mean, I'm
We're
saying like, did
developing
you
it.
like do a basic outline like arc? Or you're just
Sure,
kind of like,
yeah,
well,
okay, yeah. Like we have a syllabus, right? So like that's done, but it's a challenge.
Wow. What a flex. What all the teachers out there are applauding you because what a flex to be like I created my own moment. I created my own curriculum. Is that
Yeah,
You know?
well, it's kind of yeah, we're using a curriculum. Thank goodness for a minute we weren't sure what was going on with that, but it is a lot of like puzzle piecing. Like yes, we're using this curriculum, but also we're not using all of it, and so we're kind of like that type of thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Just like that.
Ansley. And that's called you can't really earn putting adaptable and adjustable flexible on your resume unless you create a whole program. Okay, guys? So just
Yeah, so
know
I
that
mean, I'll
that's how
let you
that
know how it
goes.
goes, but yeah, I guess that can go on my resume.
How
So
spooky. I'm
spooky
excited for
season. It's
you.
almost spooky season. Are you excited? One of your favorite seasons.
Oh my gosh. Guys, there is something in me that like and all the girls are like, you're not talking about anything new. Like all the fall girlies know that like as soon as August hits, we just have our little like spirit come out of us that's just like, I am excited for pumpkins and sweaters and shivering and movies. And it's like, oh my gosh. It's like the little alien demon in my chest that's like, are you ready? The one drawback, my life is so hard.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Well, the one drawback is which like just go home, like just go home. I just miss a Virginia fall though, because every time that
Aw,
spirit
yeah.
comes alive in me, I'm like, oh, I'm ready to shiver. I'm ready
Yeah.
to drink a hot coffee like on my porch and just like ooh burr, and I'm ready to go on hay rides in a field and pick a pumpkin in an actual farm and wear sweaters
That's so
that I
fair.
like need to wear, not just
Yep.
for the aesthetic. And above all, watch the leaves change. Hello?
Yeah,
That's the
it's
most
not. It
beautiful
doesn't
thing
really
that
feel like fall unless you watch the leaves change.
when you just don't realize what you're missing here, you know what I mean? Like in LA, they're just like, they've never watched leaves change and like been able to like drive up a mountain and then look down on a literal painting.
Yep.
So that's always sad. But the good thing is, I think in LA we're officially, it does sometimes happen in September, but I'm just gonna say it's not. I think we're officially past the 100-degree days. So at
Yay!
least in
Congrats.
our 80 degrees, I'll be like,
That's
it's
so funny
fall.
because I was about to say I think we're finally past our 90 degrees days, so now it's like low 80s here, and I'm like, thank
Oh,
God. But we have like a really nice fall here. Like the leaves will change, it'll
mm,
drop. I will wear
mm,
those sweaters. I will send
mm.
you some pictures. Maybe that makes it worse, but
No, I'll just I'll live vicariously
I
through.
can't wait. One of my favorite things is tea. I don't think our
Oh,
listeners know that. One of my favorite
we
things in
don't
the
think
world
you
is tea.
guys know that.
I don't think I've said it yet, so here we go. One of my favorite things is tea. And I haven't really drank any since I've been back because it's been so freaking hot. And so I'm really excited for it to cool down so I can drink my little cup.
Just a little cup of tea.
Ugh, I'm so excited. My friend Natalia and we watch, it's like a 1 year tradition, but this year it will be two, and I hope I do it now forever. Like, when you make a tradition where you're like, oh, wait, we have to do this like
Oh,
forever.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Um, like now it will be a tradition where I get whoever wants to, hopefully the friends that I'm watching it with now, which this is going to lead us into a whole new topic, so maybe I shouldn't say it yet. I'm excited to watch. It's called Over the Wall, I think. I'm sorry, Natalia.
Over
She's
the
gonna be like,
garden
"That's
wall?
you've seen it,
I have not seen the whole thing. I've seen like clips because of Luke and Bridger.
Ansley. You this fall, you need to watch it. It is the
Okay, all
most.
right. I'll put it on my
Think
list.
like Gravity Falls.
Yes,
Like
that's why I
it's
remember watching it.
exactly
Because Luke
like
and
that.
Bridger were
It's
like, it's
so
quirky,
funny.
it's fun. Yeah.
It is. It's so fun, and it is. It's like half the jokes I don't even. Like either the writers were so genius, which that's probably the case, but some of it is just the most awkwardness. Like you're laughing at that where it's like, did they write this in or is it
Well,
just
like, because I
weird?
remember one character is like weird, like Toad or Frog or something. He's
Yeah.
got like a. Yeah, I remember one of the characters is like very odd, but he's funny. I
Yep.
remember that character. So, okay,
Yep.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it.
Oh,
I'll
it's
commit.
so good, bro. Yeah, and then we can talk about it. So we're gonna make something like pumpkiny, something cute, and we like bake it and then we watch it.
That's
Um,
so fun.
yeah, it's gonna be exciting. One summer tradition that now I made yesterday that I'm like, I need to do this every summer is watch The Summer I Turned Pretty. And that's our show, and you can hate on us, and we're girls, and we like to
Okay,
watch
here's
it.
the thing though. Here's the thing though.
Don't
You know
spoil.
what? Oh, I won't spoil. I won't spoil.
Okay.
I'm offended by that. Actually,
What?
Anyway, no, what I was going to say is I think it's funny because the summer I turned pretty, I don't think is something like it's in a category that I don't think either one of us would ever usually
No, we
watch.
used to
Like
hate that shit.
never. Yes, I
Still
was like,
kind of hate that
and
shit.
I still do. No, I still do. It is just something about, and I will say backstory, right? I think the backstory here is very important. A few summers ago, Sophie, myself, and Elowen, Sophie's little sister, we love her, we miss her so
R.I.P.
much.
Elowen.
She's still alive, but like we don't.
We miss her so much.
Thanks. Anyway, so a few summers ago, Sophie, Elowen, and I were living together. And
It was during COVID, right? Or was
when
it
did the summer I
after?
turn? I think it was summer of 21, right?
Oh, okay. So
Summer
it
of
was still
21?
the depths of. It was still around.
Maybe it was summer of 22.
Oh.
I think that's when the summer I turned pretty came out. Yes, it was the summer of 22. That's when it was. Summer of 22, Sophie, Elowen, and I are living together. And Elowen loves this type of thing. And Elowen's always loved this type of thing, I feel like. Like, all growing up, she loved these types of shows and movies, and they just, like, make her happy.
Owen
So
really likes
Elowen-
Gilmore Girls, if that gives
Yes.
you a background.
Yeah. She's just, like, into this type of show. So Elowen is watching this show. And, of course, me being the pretentious person that I am, I walk in and I'm like, ew, what are you watching? Oh my gosh, this is lame. And then I proceed to be sucked into this show.
It's like, do you know people make memes about that where like, oh, my boyfriend walks in while I'm watching The Bachelor, and they walk by the screen, they're like, this is so dumb. And then 1 hour later, it's like,
literally me.
they're just
Yes.
watching the screen.
I came in halfway through season 1, and I remember being like, what's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, Jeremiah and Conrad. Like, I just remember instantly flipping into a 14-year-old version of Ansley, and I loved it. And I was just like,
you
oh,
do.
it's
Yeah.
summer, and it's
so
fun,
nostalgic.
and it's really not important, right? But like, you just love giving yourself over to it, and I had the best time, to the point where then, if you watch it, you know it comes out weekly, which is also fun, right? Like, there's no binging this show because they make you wait for it. They make you work for it. So I remember coming home after work one night, and Elowen, I know she's watched it because I saw, you know how on streaming you can see if someone's watched an episode?
without you.
And I literally was so upset.
That's such a
And
betrayal.
Elowen, wait, I have a quote actually. I know there's a quote of this somewhere. She said, like, I was lonely and I had no self-control or something. I just remember she was so like, I'm sorry. And I was so livid that she had watched it
That's
without
the most
me.
Elowen thing, though. That's
It is.
so
Yeah,
on
so
brand.
is. And then the next summer, I had just done Bible school in England, and I had come back from Bible school. I'm in Anne of Green Gables, shout out once again, the depths of despair. I'm not doing well. So sad. I've just left so many beautiful people. I've left a beautiful season of my life. I was just like glowing, and then I come back to the States, and I'm like, and then season 2 of Summer I Turned Pretty had come out, and so I watched that summer, and it was honestly one of those things that I really looked forward to every week, just as like a little pick-me-up. And I was like, yeah. And now it's come out again, and I've watched it this summer, and now I'm watching it with some of my sweet friends here, and it was actually leads into, that was my favorite moment of my week, is we just watched it, no spoilers, but let's just say there was a lot of like screaming at the TV. There was a lot of like, ah! There was a lot of what's going on? And there was just a lot of like laughs and yelling and chatting about it. And it was just a great time where we all snapped into 14-year-old selves, you know?
It's what those shows do, where it's like, that's the genius, I feel like, of those types of shows, and even like, yeah, The Bachelor, where it's something that you can like, it's talk over TV. You know what I mean? Like, you can sit there and you can, if you want, you can talk while you're watching, and it's like a full-on bonding experience. And I think that's why people like those shows, because it's like, come over. And we did yesterday. That's one of my favorite parts of the week, is I had my friends Paige and Annie over, and because they had never seen it, and I realized, I was like, this is a time for me to recreate a moment in my life. So I'm going to use, but it was like recreating like the memory, but new, and it was fun. And yeah, they were just like, oh my gosh, like she likes but now she's like, what's Jeremiah doing? And like, and and rewatching it, it is like the right, kudos to them though. It is like a very good, what's that called? Like picture. It's a very good, it's actually how you are when you're like 14, 15, 16. Like it was, I was like, oh, I am watching myself of like,
Yes.
you know, like she is really just a girl, and she, you know, he smiles at her
just
once,
like,
and she's like, I'm back.
I
And you
love
did
him.
obsess about a boy that much. Like you just were so obsessed. And
Yep.
yeah, you wore a bikini, and in your 14-year-old body, you thought you were hot shit. You're so hot. Like what one of her friends was, she was like, we look fucking hot. And it was like, I know for a fact I said that, like as a child. Like, I look so fucking hot right now. Like, shut up. So that's, yeah, I think that's our TV. Oh, I have one
That's
more
our TV.
confession. Along that same line of like, I'm watching stuff. I started watching, which now I am like, is this like, I think I'm becoming that person. Me and Ansley always used to hate on these types of shows. We used to hate on The Bachelor, and then in college we watched The Bachelor with our friends, and we were like, oh, I totally get it. And so I always used to hate on dumb reality TV. But then I got sucked into Mormon Wives with Elwyn. Me and Elwyn would watch it.
Oh.
But recently, I think I just pendulum swing between I need to either be so productive all the time, doing everything. My brain is never turned off. Like, I'm always like, even when I'm cooking, I'm like thinking about like this and what do I need to do and how could I plan that. So I think I am either here, or it's like I need to completely turn my brain off and become a vegetable for 1 second so I can just, you know, not think.
Just like process and take it in.
Not even
Yeah.
process, just vegetable. Because one of my shows that I'm now, it's not even, there's no communion of friends. I watched it in a dark room by myself. I've been watching Jersey Shore. I can't stop. I know. It's
Okay,
such
I've
a
never
guilty
watched
pleasure.
the show. I've never watched it, so I really can't say anything about it.
It's
'cause I've never
amazing for
watched it.
exactly like it's the intrigue
Vegetable
of like
watching.
what's gonna happen. Oh my god, are they together? Are they not together? And it's completely like, yeah, you can literally just
Just
become
like
a vegetable.
okay. Also, speaking of Elwyn, we're gonna out Elwyn. This is like an Elwyn episode, I guess, because one of my other favorite things is if you know Elwyn, you know that when she watches TV, that really is her state. To the point that when we were growing up, I think I can tell this. I don't know. I think it's funny. I don't think she'll care. Sad? To the point that when we were growing up, Elwyn and Sophie, they were at my house like all the time. And there was a point where Elwyn was at our house and Sophie and I would be gone to like soccer practice or something. So Elwyn's there by herself with like my mom, my brothers,
which
whatever,
was
whoever
prime
was around.
Elwyn time.
Prime Elwyn time. And Elwyn, at the time, the Steele family did not have any streaming services because of like internet problems at their house because they lived out in the boonies, whatever.
And
So
we
when
really
Elwyn-
just weren't allowed to watch that much TV anyway.
Yeah.
Like mom was like, stop.
Right. Which is funny considering the fact that your mom like loves movies. But anyway, so Elwyn would come to our house and it was like TV. So she would sit on our couch just like that. For hours, to the
not
point that my
moving.
mom would get concerned and would come downstairs and be like, Elwyn, are you okay? And she's like, yep, good. And then my mom would be like, would you
Okay,
like
she's
a
alive.
snack? Are you good? And Ella was like, yeah, I'd like a snack. And mom was like, sweet or salty? And that kind of became like a thing between Sue
Miss Sue's an
and
enabler is the thing. Like Miss
is.
Sue's like, Elwyn, would you like a snack today?
No,
And
that's
Elwyn's
true.
like,
And
"Of
so
course I
Elwyn,
would."
I don't think would get off the couch. I think she would
Oh
just
my God, your
continue
mom
watch. Maybe not.
just
maybe,
bringing her a plate of-
Maybe
No,
we're gonna
I
get
feel
a
like your mom
comment from
totally-
Elwyn. Maybe we're gonna get a comment and Elwyn's gonna be like, "That's not what happened." I really don't know. So Elwyn or Sue, one of the two.
I can totally
like,
see your mom
correct
walking
us.
down the stairs and being like, here's your
Here
plate.
you go.
Exactly.
Here's your salty snack.
Girl, you are too much.
Anyway, so I love that you found that because I would actually say The Summer I Turned Pretty is my guilty pleasure. That's the guilty pleasure show for me.
Yeah, yeah. And I told them, I was like, now we're sucked in. Like, we have to do this. Now we have to watch this. And we're only on season 1, so we have a lot of catch up to do.
Oh, yeah, you guys do.
I'm
That's a
so
long
mad though
time.
because Annie literally already spoiled it for me. Like, she looked right at me and told me a spoiler, and I was like, "What's wrong with you?" 'Cause she was like, "I accidentally saw this when I was babysitting a kid, and I think they were on like season 3 because," and I was like, "Why did you just say that?"
Oh, she sucks.
So
I'm
Annie,
sorry.
you can't hang, and
That's sad.
she did my
She
nails though,
doesn't.
so.
She doesn't suck. Annie's lovely, but that's
No,
sad.
you are, Annie. Um, circle. We're going out of order. It's chaos. Whatever.
Yeah, true. We're not
Elowen's.
following.
This is the Elowen episode. She did. I think she said I was FaceTiming her, and she went, "No, it's like yeah, I listened to it, and you guys just you do whatever you want. There's no rhyme or reason." You just kind of go. I mean, that's nice. I just feel like I'm talking to you. And it's like, oh, there
Okay,
is
that's so
there is an
funny.
outline, but
That's so funny because I
Okay.
also just talked to Elowen on Saturday. I FaceTimed her as well, and she said the same thing. She's like, "Yeah, I and she phrased it this way. It was so cute. She was like, "Yeah, I like that. I like that you guys don't really have an outline because I just feel like we're having a conversation." I was like, "Wait, we do have an outline.
Wait a
but,
minute. We're just so natural, they can't tell.
They can't even tell.
They
But
can't even
also,
tell
it's
our
because we
transition.
don't follow the order of our own outline.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do. I'm reading a new book. I saw what you're reading, bro, and you're so annoying, like in the best way.
Okay, Word
Like, do you guys
incredible.
do you
That's
guys
what
think
you're
that you're
reading.
cool? Once again, no, you're not cool because you're not reading Les Mis and you haven't read Lord of the Rings and you're not reading all the classics ever. And Liz is reading Persuasion right now, so now she's into
I
Jane
haven't
Austen.
read it. It's right here.
It's just me being a hater because it's just like me.
Isn't that a pretty copy?
You're just a very well-rounded, knowledgeable, smart, interesting person, and I'm like, well, I've read fantasy. I've read about men killing each other.
I'm also
in
reading
space.
fantasy. Lord of the Rings is fantasy. Red Rising is sci-fi. Yeah, sci-fi.
Sure.
Sure. They're on Mars, so I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
sci-fi. Warbreaker is a great book. Are you reading? That's what I'm seeing you're reading.
Yeah, here's the thing though.
You don't like it.
Side note though, I think we have a new member of the book club. I think Kirsten's joining the Red Rising book club. Because she asked me, she's like, is Red Rising this? And I was like, wait a minute.
Well, I will say I've started it because I
Okay,
did
go ahead
finish
then.
Lord of the Rings.
Everyone get ready for the
clap me. Thank
spoilers.
you. No, I don't want to spoil it, but I will
I
say.
told them that we were gonna.
Yeah,
spoil
I
it.
know, but like, I don't. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to be Annie. I don't want to be.
You guys are coddled. You're coddled.
This is what I
people.
will say. Buckle up because it's depressing. I texted Sophie. I'm maybe like 10, 11 chapters in, something like that. I texted her and I'm like, what type of book is this? Because the first few chapters, do they give you a warm up? No. They're just
No.
like, boom, you're depressed.
Tragedy.
So
Get ready because that's a little bit of the theme. It's like, oh, what a good book. Boom, tragedy. Oh, he had a boom. Yeah.
yeah, I'm sad. So just
It's not for the faint of heart.
Sad.
That's why I said if you like Game of Thrones, you will like these books because
So
it is
fair.
kind of like, oh, and that
Yeah,
was my
okay.
favorite character that just died. Okay.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll just try to prepare my heart for that now. So
So yes, I like Warbreaker. It's just I think what I need to do in the future is if I'm done with a long committed relationship of a series like that, I need to take a break and read like a cleanse book or something, like a self-help
yes.
book, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And there's a lot of those on my list, so I need to do
Sophie needs
that.
a lot of self-help.
Hello? That's not like they could have told you that. So yeah, it's coming out of that series that I obviously am obsessed with. And then it's like I feel like if I would have read this either before, I would have been enjoying it better, but it's just kind of like now you just compare it and you're used to a certain pace that a book runs at. And yeah, so I'm not hating it. I definitely am not hating it, and it's a good book, and I will tell you more. It's
Okay.
it's just kind of been a slow burn that I'm like, What are
Yeah,
we
no,
doing?
it's not. I feel like Red Right. Maybe it's because I'm listening to it. Are you listening to Warbreaker or reading it?
Yes. I
Listening.
don't
Okay.
read anymore.
Okay, all right, great.
I
Just
just
good to know.
listen.
So I feel like listening to Red Rising, it clips along. Like it is a very clippy book.
clipper.
And I feel like Warbreaker maybe is as well, but I'm thinking of the highlights. Like I remember there was a good chunk of exposition in Warbreaker, and then once it gets rolling, you're like, whoa, that's how I
think
remember
it's
that
starting
rolling.
to roll because I am
Okay, okay.
I'm find myself listening to it more and more, and there's some character development that I'm noticing that I'm like, that was fun. That was
Okay.
nice of you to Zoe.
Yeah, no. You've got to get through the exposition because I
Yeah.
it's been a long time since I've read Warbreaker, but I remember there being like a good chunk of exposition. But just wait, it gets good. There's a lot of like.
It's a mystery, so it's
Yeah,
very
yeah, it is.
I
It's
see,
very fun.
and it's not a series, right?
No, it's just a standalone. I think,
Just a
as far as I know.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cutie.
Yeah.
Cutie fun.
Fun.
Wait, did we miss one? You're supposed to talk. Oh yeah, so you're supposed to talk about you haven't started Persuasion, or you have?
Oh no, I'm halfway through. Yeah. This is how much I'm through it.
How are you feeling? How are you feeling about it?
I like it. I would say I haven't read any Jane Austen in a while, and I got this one in a book exchange actually. If you need a fun idea with your friends, for any of our listeners out there, I have a good friend here who had a book exchange in the spring where everyone brought a book, and then we did like a secret Santa sort of thing where it was like you drew a name and then they got to go pick a book, but then you could draw a name and someone could steal. It was very, very fun.
I'd be
And
so mad. I always get so mad about that. I can't do that because it's like,
it was
no, this
so
is mine.
fun. No, it was really fun. I think my book did get stolen maybe. I don't remember which one it was. But I'd never read Persuasion, and a lot of people have told me this is their favorite Jane Austen book. And
I
so
really
I was
liked
like,
that one.
ooh, okay, yeah. So I'm liking it. I would say it's just a classic Jane Austen, right? Like you have all the Jane Austen elements there. So I'll let you know when I finish it. I'm still reading Les Mis, and I'll just let you guys know when I finish that, which will be
We will have big claps for Ansley when she does. Won't we?
You freaking
Won't we?
better, because it's like reading the Bible. It really is. So anyway, and then I'm reading this book as well. Talk about a self-help book. I'm reading The Practice of Processing, which is very interesting. I'm not very far into that one, just like 2 chapters.
How are you
And
processing?
Right, I'm not yet because I haven't learned about it. But all I've read about so far is like emotional spectrum things. Anyway, so yeah, so those are the things I'm reading right now. I'm liking all of them.
We're liking all of them.
I'll let you know when I finish things.
We're bebop booping.
Yeah.
Cutie.
Okay, music. What you got for us? You have something for us this week.
Yes. Sorry, I was just taking a cleansing breath. Just cleansing. Also, now that because I'm gonna cut this out. You need to remind me so I don't forget. I have already forgotten one of them. I needed to tell you something, and it was going to be very funny, and now I'm forgetting. But I need to show you something. It's Elwyn and Jackson. And remind me to show you. You're gonna absolutely die.
Is it a video?
I hardly
I know what it is.
The fashion
She
show
sent it to
video.
me.
This
She sent
bitch
it to
is
me.
so funny. Like, this girl is so funny. I can't remember the last time I'm not a crier from laughing. I was crying. I was also emotional because I was feeling so sick because I watched it last night. And I was just alone and sad and sick. And then I see this beautiful video, and I was just like, that's so iconic.
Oh, no.
Like,
Okay, here's actually, I have, well, maybe I shouldn't roast her more on this podcast. Because I was
we can cut it out.
Okay, because I was going to say that I immediately texted her, and I was like, I'm sorry, wait a second. Was the before you and Jackson were wearing the exact same thing? And she was like, unintentional. I was like, okay, the fact that you were wearing the exact same thing?
It was the most, and if you think about it, it's the most white, like, southern, like, here's my jean shorts, my white t-shirt, and my white shoes.
Yes. And then even, like, the outfits they picked out for each other, adorable, right? But again,
they
white
made so
and
much
southern.
sense. Yeah, I was just like, that's the cutest little Elwyn t-shirt. Like, of course she would wear that.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
cute that I wonder if he
100%.
knew, because she likes sunflowers,
Oh, of
right?
course he knows.
I wonder if he,
yeah,
okay.
of course he knows. Yeah. I know
Adorable. So adorable.
So adorable.
I love it.
Okay. The music, the song it's not like I found it this week, but I don't know why I've just been re-jamming to it this week. There's something that I have to be really careful about, that if I put on a certain type of music, I just become like feral. Like college soap. Think just like, like I want to stick my ass in the air.
You should do.
I am not going to do that to the mic. Like, that's going to be... Okay. That's not... Why do you think that's so funny? Ansley loves this. Whenever I do that, she thinks it's so...
love it. I think it is just gold. I wish... This is what I actually want. I want you to send me just a recording of that, and not that my phone is always
and
on
you'll
silent,
scare people.
but if it ever wasn't on silent, I want that to be the notification I got a text.
That you would get so tired of that sound so fast, bro.
I think it would. I love it. I think it's awesome.
What was I saying? Oh, anyway,
Music,
yes.
sorry.
So my music. So there's certain things I can't play because I drive way too fast on the road, or I'm just like, it's time to go to the club. And yeah, like Ski Mask, the Slump God, like, and Amine, and I just like, yeah, it gets you in such a like, what? It's rap music, and because you don't know it, right? Like, I feel like I'm explaining it, and everyone's gonna be like, I know what you're talking about, but you don't know.
Well,
so that's
don't,
why.
so
So
you
that's
can
why I'm
explain
explaining it. Shut up. It's just the type of. It just makes me think of. Honestly, now I know what the sound is. Now that I've actually moved to California, there's certain like rap music that's very like. What's the word? All the people that actually know rap music are gonna be like, girl, stop. Not that they'd ever listen to us, so I don't care anyway. It's West Coast sounding. Like, I don't know how else to like explain it. Like Kendrick Lamar is from here, right? And so like his music is it's like a nod to like all the rappers that have come out of California, and it is kind of, it's a very like distinct rap sound, and rap heads who really like listen to it, they know like what it sounds like. They're like, oh, he's from California, and this is why his music like sounds that way.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I like know, I'm like, oh, that's so funny, because I used to listen to this kind of stuff in Virginia, not knowing like, oh, this has such a unique sound. Like, I love how this sounds. And it's like, I can't even explain, like, someone who obviously knows music could like break down the beats or whatever it is. But yeah, when that stuff comes on, I'm just like, it's time to fucking dance on top of a car right now. I want to rage. Yeah. And so I've been listening to that lately. Play it when you're off of this, and you will.
I was about to say,
you'll know exactly what I mean. Where it's like,
wow, dancing on top of a car.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, I love it.
Go ahead.
My music is not this. I decided to do it in this category because it's music, but it's not like the music I'm listening to. I don't think I've told our listeners this. I'm learning how to play the guitar, which I'm very, very excited about because I've always wanted to learn how to play the guitar, and so I got one here in the spring at like a yard sale, and it's
Was
not
it
like
so expensive?
No, it wasn't. I mean, it's like, it's a cheap guitar, right? Like, it is not a nice guitar, but it's a guitar that's perfect for me. It's a 3/4 size, so my baby little hands can actually
little
play it.
baby hands, yeah.
Little baby hands, and it's also like I'm learning, so I don't need a really nice guitar because it sounds bad anyway, right? So
No.
it's like, no, it does. But yesterday I was practicing my guitar, and I decided, I was like, I want to know how to do some finger picking on the guitar, right? That's like, I think the coolest thing ever.
And that's where you go,
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
And so I looked up a YouTube video, and I learned a little finger picking thing. So when I
Show
get
us.
good at it, no.
Show us.
No. My guitar's not in tune. I haven't prepped it. But I was going to say, when I practiced it a little bit, and I've played it with it a little bit, I like play a
little ditty.
Yeah.
You play us a ditty.
Yeah, I will.
Fun and
And I'm
cute.
excited about it. So that's my
Yes.
music update for the week. Not that you can go listen to that on Spotify, but
We're very excited to have Ansley finger pick for us, aren't we? Aren't we?
Bro, anyone who plays the guitar is gonna be like, that sucks. But for me, I'm like, I'm amazing. Like, I'm just like,
Ansley, you have to learn somewhere. You have to start somewhere.
no, it's so true. And that's why I can only play 4 chords. I can play D, G, A, and B minor. Why can I play those chords? Because it is a 1, 4, 5, 6 minor. Can I transition to each of them? No, not really. So I'm playing a song, and I'm like, da 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 da, and then I have to pause. That's where I'm at right now.
But that's going to be so fun when you can track your progress and be like,
No,
now
that's
I
so
can
true.
go boo ba boo. And then
Right.
you guys can come over and you and Zach can play songs after dinner like little minstrels together.
I would love that. That should be my goal next time.
Yeah, like that.
And you can sing. Perfect.
I spilled coffee on myself.
Oh,
Yes.
nice. That's going to be my goal, is that I will be able to play a song by the time I see Zachary next. That'll be my goal.
Aw, yay! I'm going to let him know.
But I'm
Start
trying.
practicing
I'm
now.
really trying. I'm like practicing a little bit every day, trying to build up my calluses. I'm doing it. I'm really committed.
They need to be built up those
Yep.
calluses, baby.
That's right.
I have a thing for you. It's exciting. It's we, ma'am, are almost. Wait. Let me cut this out. LOL.
Okay, I'm going to get a drink of water while you do that.
Oh yeah, that's so loud. What is happening?
Sorry.
No, it's funny because
You
you're
said
like,
you were going to cut it out. So I was like, this is a good time.
yes, but I didn't expect it to be that loud. Like
sorry.
No, it's just how the mic picks it up. Like, I can't do it for you. It sounded like this, probably, is what you can hear. Like, do you hear
Yeah.
how clearly you hear that? That's funny.
That's funny.
Okay, anyway, back at it.
Okay.
Ansley, I have a very important announcement for you. We now have 40 followers. So that means we're 10 away from our little song drop.
I don't know
Little
why
Ansley.
I don't know why I got pinned with that. Like, why didn't you get pinned with that?
How about this? At the end of this episode, and I'm so embarrassed. I meant to attach or upload. We have a TikTok, you guys, because I know you guys are so invested in just really following us along and just. So I post clips on TikTok, right?
Yeah.
I am upset because I meant to and just I don't know why I forgot. I am going to upload the infamous limoncello video on there so they can you guys can see it.
Okay, also, Bridger's comment on that was golden because
How you break everything?
Well, no, because Bridger was the one who broke things in our house all the time. So his comment was like, now you know how it feels to just break stuff and whatever. And I was like, yeah, I did. I felt like Bridger in that moment because all I did is I was like, dink, and then just whoopsie. It's fine.
And you will see, she really does set it down like a normal human. But anyway,
yeah, whatever. It's fine.
along those lines, after this episode airs, I will upload the video of me making sound for you on the TikTok.
I'm excited.
So yeah, we have the 40 followers. It's very interesting.
That's
It's very
exciting.
interesting to see, like what episodes are getting consumed the most, if you will. Our analytics show that, surprise, most of our audience is female.
Oh, surprise, yeah.
Right, exactly. And then we have a listener, or I don't know how it goes. We have 6% of our listeners are from Switzerland. We have...
Yo-Yo, shout out Yo-Yo!
Hi, Yo-Yo. Okay, well, what's this shout out? We have 2% of our listeners are from Germany.
Could be Kata Luisa? Question mark? I don't know.
Hi, Kata Luisa. And then
Maybe
we have
them.
0.6 of our listeners are from Russia. Welcome to the dark side. I didn't know you guys were allowed to listen to this. And then we have and then I have 0.6 of our listeners are in the Netherlands.
Whoa. Okay, fun.
So that's super fun and cute.
We're
And
international.
we are, guys. Listen, we're international girls. Okay.
Fun.
And that's my big announcement for
I love
you.
it. Okay, well, here's my announcement. Well, I'm gonna do two things here. One,
Mm-hmm.
our question of the week comes from again, this person I talk about all the time at this point. My question of the week comes from one of our most dedicated people, I would say, who's my brother Bridger. He's a superstar and
Bridger.
listens, he comments, he knows what's up, he submits questions. If you would like
He
to
probably
submit a
listens to
question-
our playlist.
I don't know if he does actually.
Oh,
He's gonna. I
doubted.
bet you he'll comment on this episode and say yes, I do, or no, I do not. So if you would like to submit a question, you can do so at sofinancechitthechat@gmail.com. So if you have a question that you'd like us to answer, please submit that. Okay. Shout out to Bridger. Here's our question of the week. This was targeted at me, so he wants me to answer this question. What is something that made you irrationally upset as a child? That is our question of the week. Would you like to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I think since you have the specific story, you should definitely go last. I asked my family this question. I was like, hey guys, because of, my memory. And I was like, hey guys, is there anything like, and they suck and they ignore me. So it's fine. All I remember though is what I will say to their credit is tantrums were often like they weren't allowed in our house. They definitely weren't abided by. Like we were not the type of family where you could just be like, no, and you'd get away with that. But I somehow still was just like an angry tantrum throwing child still. I was just like, I'll take that spanking, give it to me. So there's just a lot of videos of me as a child, like home videos that we have where you are kind of like, why is Sophie mad right now? Like, we don't know.
true.
Like, just always the attitude. Like, the one video I'm thinking of that immediately came up, and it's like, why are irrationally angry right now? And I'm such a toad. We're in our backyard because we live on a 7 acreage plot of land surrounded by
It's lovely.
palm trees,
Palm
surrounded by
trees, LOL.
pine trees. And so we would always, like growing up, we would go out and we'd cut down our Christmas tree in our backyard. It was very fun tradition, but also now the things that you look back and realize it's because we didn't have money a lot of years for an actual tree. So mom was like, yay, we love cutting down our own tree. Ha ha ha. The things you don't
But also,
realize
what
as a
great
child.
memory, and that was a beautiful memory. I love
Exactly. Well, it's like, and yeah, like as a child, now every kid that had breakfast a lot for dinner, like you don't realize that was a big
Oh.
money saving ploy that your parents pulled on you.
Though. I still love breakfast for dinner.
No,
like I
same,
remember
'cause it was such
breakfast
a
for dinner was like,
treat for us.
oh my gosh! I mean, it was like the best thing
It was
ever.
the shit.
It
Yeah.
was. It was when mom was like, we're gonna have breakfast for dinner. It was like, it's a special occasion. It really was.
Exactly. Or for us also
love
it
it.
was spaghetti night, which was every night a week.
Aww.
Or not every
Every night. Every
Can
night.
you
of the
imagine?
week.
We always had it. No, at least once a week. Like it was
Yeah.
every single week. We would definitely have it, but we just thought it was like, oh, it's spaghetti night, and it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, because this meal was $2.
Right.
Thank you.
So
Anyway,
true, but I love that. Wait, sorry, I do have one thing to say. I just love that you can have like super simple things, and as a child, your kid is gonna think it's amazing, right? Like I think that is one of the best parts of being a kid and interacting with kids is you can do something so simple like every week we do spaghetti, and they're like, yeah, it's just the best. Anyway, okay.
take that into your adulthood, and remember to admire the small things. And as from two parenting experts, now you know how to interact with your kid. They don't need a lot, you guys. They don't need a lot.
They just
Anyway.
need a lot of love.
Allowed love. Oh my gosh, what am I even saying?
Irrationally upset. What are you irrationally
Oh,
upset?
so there's this video where we're cutting down a Christmas tree in our backyard, and I must be like 12, 13. My hair's like long, and I have painted nails, and I can't believe mom let me use this color. It's like a deep maroon, like an old
Ooh.
lady color. It is like a
Alright.
dark red. And I am just like flipping my hair, and mom's like, Sophie, like, are you gonna? And I'm just like, no. And everyone's like having a good time, and then I'm just sitting there with my arms crossed. So God knows what happened before that video was taken, but I look so upset. I'm so angry. Um, and then yeah, I don't know. I now this isn't my childhood, but I get really irrationally upset if you try to steal my food. Like, don't play with me. Um, yeah,
Do you want to throw in an Elowen story right there?
oh my gosh. Yeah, this is really
I think this was your childhood. You were what,
becoming
in high school? So I think that counts.
this is becoming the Ellen story. Yes.
This is an Ellen episode. Shout out for Jackson. This is an Ellen episode.
Learn more about your girlfriend. There was so yeah, don't steal my food. And do you know what's funny is my sister Ellen gets really upset when you steal her food. Like, talk about actually I
That's
can't even
true.
say I get irrationally upset compared to how much she gets upset. Ellen
that's
is
true.
very even keel. Like, everyone be like, Ellen's so chill, and she really is. And it's like a demon is inside of her. She uses a different voice. Like, she literally goes from like, stop, Sophie, and like she gets like so angry. Like, and there's like Ellen joking angry, and then there's like
I just
Ellen
hear
won't speak,
Sophie.
and like won't speak to you for like the rest of the day. Like, will get so angry. So with that background of she knows how it feels to have our food stolen, she hates it. We're at Sonic one time, and I don't remember if Olivia was there. I think she was. But who I distinctly remember was it was a bunch of people from the camp that we grew up at, and we're all there eating Sonic. But I distinctly remember my brother was across from me, and my sister was beside him, Elowen, and then there's me. And me and Sam, I was like, do you want to split some wings? And he was like, for sure. Me and Sam were splitting the wings, having a great time. Everyone's being a normal fucking human. And then Elowen, classic youngest sibling. All the youngest siblings are gonna be like, yeah. She was like, can I have a wing? And we were like, no. There's 5 for each of us, and I don't want 4, and Sam doesn't want 4. We're like hungry. We're eating the wings. And Elowen just like all throughout the meal. She has food, by the way. Like, it's not like she's not eating. Like, she's fine. This is also, I want to preface this by saying this camp fed us. Like, they fed us meals. There was always food at the camp. So either this was like a treat they were taking us on, or we were doing an extra meal that
Yeah,
we were
I
all
was
like,
about
let's
to
go
say
to
we would
Sonic.
just go for Sonic late
We were
night
just
runs.
fat. We were all
Yeah.
just fat teenagers who were like, let's eat 5 meals a day. Cool.
True.
So we're eating the wings, and Ellen just the whole meal. Can I wait, please, guys? Just wait, won't leave us alone. She sees that there's about like 2 to 3 wings left. And she's like, I have to make my move now, I guess. This bitch reaches in like a gremlin, grabs the wing, and both like classic sibling, me and Sam with our sibling reflexes, are like, no! And we latch onto her hand, and I grab Elowen's hand, and I think Sam has like her arm because he's like beside her, and we're both like, Elowen, stop, let it go! But she won't let it go. And she realizes
This is the
such
psychotic.
psychopath.
This is
Like,
when it turns into like a psychotic.
this is like my
psychotic
sibling
episode.
isn't a human. Like, oh, only a sibling would do this. She realizes that she can't have the wing, and she's like, if I can't eat it, no one's gonna eat it. She takes, we're still holding her hand, but she can still manage to take her hand and flatten it against the table and then crush the wing against the table. Me and Sam, I don't know how I think because everyone's around, they like saved her, but me and Sam were about to murder her. It was,
100%.
we were just like, what is wrong with you? Like, and the worst part about it is, of course, she's younger sibling. I don't have any money. So she couldn't even like buy us anything to like reimburse. She was just like, I'm out of money.
I don't have any money. I already spent it on all my food that I'd already eaten.
I'll just always, like, core memory, I'll just remember, like, making eye contact with her and realizing what she was about to do. And I was like, no! And then she just goes, oh, God, I hate you,
You know what's
Elowen.
funny is I know this story and I've heard this story so many times and it's still so hilarious to me because I'm like, it's just the epitome of like,
Siblings.
a sibling dynamic
God,
relationship.
what a
Oh my!
bitch.
Like, can you imagine Ellen just being, if they can't have it, no one can. And
Like, you
just,
could see
man.
it in her mind. You could see the decision. She's like, I'm
Yep.
not going to get this wing, so they're not going to get this wing. What a...
It's too
Good
freaking
times.
good. That's a good one. Honestly,
Okay, I don't
yeah.
know what you're about to say, so I'm like I'm excited.
Okay,
What's-
so
Oh, no.
I'd like to preface this. with I did not get very upset, I would say, as a child. Like, I didn't have a lot of tantrums. I was pretty even keeled, like, especially I would say, like, as a teenage girl, I was not very emotional. Like, I was pretty across the board, okay? I think what happened because of this is I distinctly remember, I can space this out in 3-year increments. I really can. Of 3-year increments where I would have an irrational meltdown about something so stupid.
Every 3 years?
It was like a 3-year thing. Yes. Like, I remember I had one at 12. I went at 15 and I had one at 18. And I distinctly remember this.
Oh,
Dumb
shit.
things.
So you're
I feel
gonna
like
tell
it, like,
us the
pent
3...
up, and then it was like, ah!
Wait a minute. Where are you in your
Okay.
cycle? Like, are you due for a meltdown?
I haven't had one, I don't think, since like 18. I don't remember having like
due,
an
you guys.
irrational meltdown since
due
I was
for a
about 18.
meltdown.
Like, obviously, maybe now that I'm practicing processing my emotions, maybe it's better. I don't know. But I feel like now I get upset about normal things, right? Like, oh, obviously you would be upset. These are things that is
Oh, I'm
irrational.
so excited.
Okay,
Okay, but
so
pause.
Okay.
Because I have to pee.
Okay.
And
pause.
Zach has to leave. Okay. Can I?
Got
I
it.
don't know if I stop
I'm gonna
though.
take
If
out my
it's going
earrings,
to,
'cause
I'm gonna
they
mark
are
the clip.
pretty
Add
nice
marker.
with these
Okay, and I guess we'll just have a really long recording. Okay. Zach, you can come out. Oh, here he is. Say hi, Izzy.
Hi, Ansley.
Hi, Zach.
So I'm leaving right now.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
All right, bye. Hey, bud. How you doing?
Hi. I'm good. I started Red Rising. Did Sophie tell you that?
Oh, really? How far are
I'm
you?
sad. I'm really sad. I'm not very far. Maybe 10 chapters in, 11, and I'm
Is he,
depressed.
is he still a slave?
Yeah, he's freaking sweeping the streets, is what he's doing.
Mm.
And his wife's dead. And it's sad. And he had to freaking pull her feet down so her
Yeah.
neck would snap. I was like, what am I listening to?
Oh, it's that for 6 more books. Just so you
Yeah,
know.
I'm like, why did they tell me to listen to
It's
this? I'm
great.
depressed.
It's so good, though. It's so
All right.
good.
Well,
but
I'm gonna
often
push
you'll-
through, but we'll have book club. But right now, I'm just upset, honestly. So,
All right, I'm out of here. Bye.
bye. Have fun.
Thank you. Bye, Soph.
there's a little surprise poop there. It caught me. It caught me good. Oh, she's gone. Why did you choose to leave the second I came back on? She can't hear me. Okay.
You like chose to leave the second I came back on. I was like, oh, there she goes.
No, I was putting stuff away in my kitchen, so I was trying to watch the screen and be like, is she back? Is she back? Is she back?
Sorry, I got a surprise poop. It just caught me like it just caught me very off guard.
We've all been there. We've all been there.
Okay. Let me add my marker clip here.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna cut it all out so it looks seamless, or I feel like I did kind of cut you in the middle, so we'll have to. Okay, and we're back. Sorry, it just got me. I had to go, sometimes it'd be like that. And got my little water refill.
There you go.
And we're back in it. We're back in
we're back in
for story time, y'all.
Story
Buckle up.
time. Okay.
13-year-old
so-
Ansley.
No, this is 12. They're 3 years apart. 12, 15.
That's how math works. Yes. Go
That's
ahead.
how math works. Okay, so 12, this is the first one I ever remember happening. The second two are related. So the first one, though, we're living in Alaska, and I remember it's winter time. Ansley's like mentally just not kicking it, right? Like in general. But my parents were somewhere. I don't remember where they are, and it's Bridger, Case, and I at home. My oldest brother, Luke, I think is maybe at college. I don't know where Luke is, but it's just me, Bridger, and Case at home. And we have decided, as siblings do, mom and dad are here, we're going to watch a movie. Fun, okay? So we have a few options, and I want to watch one movie. Bridger and Case want to watch a different movie, and it's 2-1. So we say, we're going to watch the movie they pick. Ansley loses it. Ansley, like, completely loses it. As a 12-year-old, it's just like, I don't want to watch this movie. Wah! Like, it's just so irrationally upset for no reason. Goes downstairs, shuts myself in my room. I don't think I came back out. I was just like, I'm not watching that movie. And Bridger and Case were like, why are you being an idiot? And I, honestly, in my 12-year brain, I was like, I don't really know. I just feel upset.
No, bro, this goes back. This goes back to what we talked about. How as a child, you probably never got to pick the movie because you're always outweighed by 3 brothers.
Probably.
That actually
I
makes
just
so much
blew
sense if you
up.
think about it.
I blew
You were
up, and it
finally
was
like,
just...
I want to pick the movie.
Okay,
once in
so
a while.
that one, sure. Maybe we can explain that one away. Okay? Here we go. The next two are worse. They're
The
bad.
older you get, I'm sure, the worse. You're not really allowed to have meltdowns at 18.
No,
But we've
no,
all,
you're not.
we've been there.
You're not. Okay, 15, probably this is the worst one. This is probably the worst one. Because, okay, this is so stupid. All right, in my family car, we'd never had like assigned seats, but I had a seat that I liked. So the rest of them didn't. I don't think the boys really cared where they sat. Like at our dinner table, we definitely had specific seats that people sat in. Okay. And I was very particular about this seat. I don't know why. It was just something that I was like, this is mine and this is where I like to sit. And I never really changed it around. Which again, I don't remember being very like structured, like I need everything to be in a structure. I wasn't usually like that, but there was something about a seating arrangement at our table in the car, and it was bad. So my family's getting ready to leave to go to Florida. It is January. Luke and Bridger, my oldest brothers, are home from college. It's a good time. We're taking a little January trip before they have to go back. It's so exciting. So we are about to be in the car for what, like 12 hours driving from Virginia to Florida. And I always sat, here's like the front 2 seats, and then the middle and the back. And I always wanted to sit in this left-hand side. Okay, so like right
In the
behind the
very
drivers.
back? Oh,
No, right
the
behind the
okay.
driver. That is like where I liked to sit. Okay, don't know why. I just like to sit there. And if you know any of my brothers, which I guess most of our listeners won't, but my oldest brother Luke is one of the genuinely most kind, caring, considerate people you will ever meet in your entire life. Like, is just will bend over backwards out of kindness, like genuinely. And people usually will meet him and go, there is no way this person is really like this, and they like wait for him to break or snap, and he doesn't, because that's just how he is. He's just a beautiful human being. So
Luke.
I walk out to the car, ready to go to Florida. It's early in the morning as well, and in high school and college, I was not a morning person. I was like, people knew, and my family was like, oh, look out, Ansley's gonna bite your head off if you talk to her in the morning. So it's early. I walk out to the car. I open the door behind the driver's seat. Lo and behold, who is sitting there? Luke Melton. And I was like,
dare you, Luke?
right, exactly. That's what Ansley's 15-year-old brain was thinking. So Luke's what? Luke's 21, okay? Luke's 20
no.
freaking 1. And I'm like, why are you in my seat? And Luke's going, because I chose to sit here. Because again, it was kind of like this, Ansley likes to sit there, but it wasn't like a rule, right? Like, Ansley doesn't get to choose where she wants to sit every time we go on a car ride. So Luke's just like, oh, I just decided to sit here. And I was like, no, Luke, that's my seat. And he was like, no, like, it's fine. Like, just pick a different seat. I have an irrational meltdown about this. And I'm like, Luke, that's my seat. I need to sit in this seat as a 15-year-old.
Just in your neighborhood yard.
So
The neighbors are like,
at
"Why
like
is she
6 a.m. At like 6 a.m. I'm just like, Luke, get out of my seat. This is where I like to sit. You know I like to sit here. And I'm literally just like,
I'm really
losing
surprised
it.
Luke didn't move.
He did. No, he literally
Oh.
was like, okay, Ansley, calm down. I'm like, no, I need to sit there. So he does. He moves. So then what do I proceed to do? Pretend like I'm asleep in the car for the first like 2 hours because I don't want to speak to anyone. I'm amazing at faking that I'm asleep. I'm a pro at it. So I'm just faking that I'm asleep, and I'm hearing my family being like, "What the frick?"
Because wait, was everyone in the car like hearing that?
Yes, everyone knew. Maybe mom and dad weren't out in the car yet, but like Bridger and Case were there, and they were like, you need to calm, Bridger's just like, you need to calm down. And Case is just like, Ansley, what? Like, hello? This is not a big deal. And I'm like losing it for no reason, literally no reason. So yeah, and then I eventually came back and I was like, Luke, I'm really sorry. That was really stupid. I shouldn't have done that. And then he was like, it's okay. But yeah, it was just like, it was crazy. So then, related incident.
All meltdowns are indicative of something else.
Right. And so it's like, what was going on in Ansley's 15-year-old head?
You were feeling
I don't
really
know.
out of control.
About something. I don't know. Who's to say? So then we flash forward, related incident. Again, so more embarrassing again, the older you get,
18,
right?
yeah.
I'm
yeah.
18. I'm a freshman in college. Like, yeah. I'm home on Christmas break. Bridger and I are home because we were both like at college together. When I was a freshman, he was a senior. So we're home from college together for Christmas. And as we're going to do, just have the best little Melton time, we're about to sit down and play a game of Settlers of Catan with my mom. And so Bridger says, hey, Ansley, we've got the game set up. And I was like, okay, yeah, coming. I walk down the stairs. Lo and behold, Bridger is in my seat at the table.
Get out.
So what
That
do
is
I do?
crazy, though.
What do? I say, Bridger, I would like to sit there. And I think at this point, I'm a freshman in college. So I kind of try to play it off, right? I'm like, hey, I'd like to sit there, right? Like I'm trying to play it off.
Jokey jokes. Move. Ha ha ha.
But then Bridger's not Luke, and Bridger does not move and is like, I can sit here. And I was like, no, I'd like to sit there, right? Again, it's like I'm trying to hold it together. And then Bridger's just like, no, Ansley, that's so dumb. And so I lose it again, and I'm
And is your
upset.
mom
I'm just
there
like,
now?
oh yeah, my mom's there, and I'm just like, and so I sit down in a different seat. I don't think Bridger moved. He might have to correct me on that, but I don't think he moved. So I sit down in a different seat, proceed to play the entire game, which is at least an hour, probably hour and a half to 2 hours, and I'm just in a bad mood the whole time. I'm just like the whole time, and then again have to come back later and be like, I'm sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me. I just have issues. So there's just a problem with me and irrational behaviors.
Don't take Ansley's seat is the
Don't
moral
take
of the
my
story.
seat. And it's just one of those things where it's like, why did I need either? I do not know. Again,
Semblance
probably
of control
else.
in life.
I think so.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
At least you apologized. I feel like when I had meltdowns as a teenager,
I think I
just didn't
apologized.
ever apologize. I was just like,
I
deal with
think
it.
I did. I feel like usually I would feel so awful. I would feel so guilty. I was like, I have to apologize. I feel ill.
No, I'd be like, they'll get over it. So at least you were more developed and mature than I was. I was just like, no, I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, well, you didn't have meltdowns over someone taking your seat at 15 and 18, so.
Well, of course we're going to wrap this episode up, and then my family will text back, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, remember this time? Oh, yeah, remember this time? And then there was this
well,
time,
maybe
there was
we can
this
do
time.
a follow-up. We'll do a part 2 if we need to.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, Bridger. If you need to
There
correct
you
any
go.
of those things, you can correct them, but shout out. So submit your questions to our email. We'd love to answer them.
Wow. Speaking of our email.
Do you need to do any shout outs?
I think we do.
I don't have access to the email, so I
gave you the password.
Oh, no. I tried this. It's because I need 2-step verification because it's Google.
Oh, that's so dumb. Okay.
Yeah. So
Well, let
maybe
me
I can
know.
get on the phone with you, and then when I put it in, then you can tell me the code or something.
So wait, how do I get back to this screen? There we go. And then we'll cut all this out. And then wait, what did I say before when I was coming into this?
You said email. Speaking of email.
Speaking of email, suggestion, hot take corner, Luke of the Draw, I think is his email name. It says from Luke of the Draw. I don't know how you can put that in where it says that's his name, that it comes in. That's kind of funny.
What?
Get it, Luck of the Draw. Oh my god. Anyway, suggestion, hot take corner. Finally started listening to the podcast and I'm loving it. You asked for suggestion, and the first thing that came to mind is that I'd love to hear some hot takes on things like, what is the most overrated musical of all time? Ooh. If you had to remove one beloved animal from existence forever, what would it be and why? Who is the most overrated historical figure, and why do they actually suck? Oh, I can say that one real fast, and I'm going to make people mad.
Do you want to save it, or should we do this
No, we should save it. I just immediately
Okay.
thought of the answer, and I was like, oh.
Oh, I'm excited that you know. I'm going to have to, think about it. I love that he submitted those.
Yay, Lou!
Incredible, iconic. Shout out, Lou.
So there's a little preview of what's to come. Hashtag hot take corner. I feel like all we do is hot take.
True, but I like that he's giving us you should do a hot take about. I think that's cute. Maybe we should add that to our outline. Hot take corner. I like that.
I mean, I'm very excited to I'm just reeling you guys in so that I can give, my hot takes on how you should parent your kids, how you should do your wedding.
True. We got to save those.
I know how you should do it. Thank you very much. Ansley, do you have anything else to say?
That's it. That's it for me. Those are all of my embarrassing, irrational moments. So.
Well, this outro is very special. This outro is going to be by Ansley's father.
Oh.
Ansley's papa. Thanks, Russ.
Papa.
Okay. And then he'll do it. Poopa.
Ta-da!
Poopa, poopa. So I can't remember if